This morning, my house had turned into a live scene from planet Earth. And I want to wind the clock back a bit here because I've had a bad history with Texas and bugs. There have been ants trying to get into my house and succeeding, by the way. There have been cockroaches. I've never seen a cockroach in my house until I moved to Texas. And suddenly, I'm having to batter the windows and lock the doors and fucking shovel them out en masse. They're crazy. They get in everywhere. And I've had exterminators in and we keep the place clean. So they're just... As soon as it gets too humid outside, or too hot outside, or too cold outside, they all want to come indoors. And they're fucking awful. They're awful beasts. Anyway, I'm not complaining about cockroaches today. This one was wasps. Hornets. I thought they were hornets. They're actually wasps. Last year, we have a basketball court that's just outside our house. And we used to go outside and play basketball. Kind of like before we would do the co-streams or, just whenever we were doing like plat chat stuff, we would go out, myself, Bren, Kurt, Wyatt, and have asked when he was over, and we'd go and we'd play some basketball. And we could only use one half of the basketball court because the other half had what I thought was hornet's nest. I now know that they're called paper wasps, and they're still fucking disgusting. They're like this big, and their stings hurt. And I know that because they fucking got me. I thought, we were playing for a while on one of the hoops, and I needed... do you guys remember when Bren was recording that basketball video for the co-stream? He was recording like a basketball highlight video. And he was like doing all dumb shit. He was taking up a whole half of the court, just recording some stupid social media video. So I went to the other side of the court, the side where the paper wasps were, and I was, just shooting, and they had built their home inside the hoop. And normally they would just buzz around and get pretty pissed off, but they hadn't actually stung anybody yet. And that was the day that they fucking got me. Through my top, they put a hole in my top. Like, it looked like someone had taken, I guess like a pen and stabbed it through my top. It wasn't like a needle, it was like a chunky pen. And there was just a hole in my top and a hole in my fucking chest. And it swelled up a little bit. Not very much, but it did swell up a small amount. Anyway, fucking horrible beasts. It reminds me of when I was a kid. I used to play... I was a fucking stupid child. I used to play a game called Dodge the Wasps when I was about 5 years old. I was 5 years old and in the playground, and I thought it was really funny to smear apple all over my face and then kind of like wriggle my head around next to the bin and run away from the wasps that would chase after me. And me and a couple of friends used to play this game called Dodge the Wasps. And I would just essentially, like a big green Granny Smith apple, and I'd take a couple of bites out of it. Used to love apples as a kid. When I was even younger, I used to eat the seeds. I would just eat the entire core. I didn't realize that you weren't supposed to eat the center of it. Has cyanide in. Never did anything wrong to me. Anyway, we used to bite into the apples a bit and smear it all over my face. Had sticky, horrible. I mean, we're talking the peak of summer in the UK, which sometimes it's just raining and horrible clouds. But, occasionally it's like 20, 25 degrees. That's like 80, 85 for any Americans. And there's just wasps fucking flying all over my face. I don't know why I did it. Anyway, this morning... In fact, about a week ago, I realized that some of those paper wasps that had been haunting the basketball court had come and made residence on our property. They like to go up underneath the awnings, like underneath the eaves, and they build these like umbrella-shaped nests that they essentially are digging paper out of your house, or wood, any kind of wood-based stuff, and they build these nests. I'm just trying to find an image for you. Yeah, okay, here. Look at this. So these are these disgusting fucks. These are yellow jackets from what I can tell, because these ones were much more orangey colored, like this. Paper wasps. And they're bloody huge. They're probably 2 inches long, I would say. I think that's about right. Anyway, and they build stuff like this, right? They build stuff like this, which it's connected to your roof by a tiny little thing. And then they build these these, like umbrella-looking nests that are very strange. And occasionally they'll build like a full circular version of those. And they have built it in a place on our property where it stops us getting to the car. If we want to open the door and go into our car, we have to go via the wasps. And they, swarm around you and you're like, oh, fuck. And sometimes they try and get inside the house and stuff as well. It's horrendous. And this morning, Beth woke me up and she was like, a blue jay has just come and gobbled up one of the wasps and then just started tearing the nest to shreds because they feast on the larva. So this blue jay had just come like an absolute chad, ripped one of the hornets to pieces, and then just torn the nest to pieces. Just ripped into it. What a fucking Giga Chad blue jay. I've just seen him in the back garden again. Same blue jay, I can tell he's got battle scars on him. But what a legend. So I've already called up some people that deal with, like pest removal. It was like a bee place that was like, we don't kill them. I was like, I don't really care whether you do or not, but okay, that's kind of cool. So yeah, I'm going to have to ring them up at some point and be like, actually, this job that I had hired professional humans for, a blue jay did in like 30 seconds this morning. So, maybe I shouldn't have even been thinking about paying for it in the first place. Anyway, that's what happened to me today.